Which semiconductor giant is the best bet for the future? Nvidia, AMD, or Intel? Welcome to today's video, where we'll take a deep dive into three of the most influential players in the semiconductor industry: Nvidia, AMD, and Intel. These companies are not just important for their technological innovations but also because they are vital to the stock market and the global economy. Today, we'll examine their stock price movements over time, highlight some of the most significant historical events that shaped their development, and analyze how each of these companies has positioned itself within the competitive landscape of the tech industry. On the screen, you can see a timeline showing the stock price performance of Nvidia, AMD, and Intel over the past decade. Notice how Nvidia's stock shows impressive growth, especially in the last few years. In contrast, Intel's stock shows a more gradual, fluctuating pattern, and AMD has experienced significant volatility, with periods of underperformance followed by strong rebounds. Now, let's break down these movements. History of Nvidia. Founded in 1993, Nvidia initially focused on producing graphics processing units, GPUs, for gaming. However, over the years, it became a leader in AI computing, expanding into data centers, automotive technologies, and professional graphic solutions. Nvidia's big breakout moment came with the rise of the gaming industry, which helped establish its dominance in the GPU market. But more recently, the company has capitalized on the rapid growth of artificial intelligence and machine learning, powering everything from self-driving cars to data centers. The stock price of Nvidia has skyrocketed in the past 5 years, driven by the increasing demand for GPUs in AI and gaming, as well as their recent acquisition of ARM Holdings, which is expected to further expand their market share. History of AMD. AMD, or Advanced Micro Devices, was founded in 1969 and has historically been Intel's biggest competitor in the semiconductor space. For much of its history, AMD was known for being the underdog, often second to Intel in terms of market share and product performance. However, in recent years, AMD has seen a remarkable turnaround, led by CEO Lisa Su. AMD's rise to prominence was driven by the launch of its Ryzen processors, which offered significant performance improvements over Intel's chips at a competitive price point. This has allowed AMD to gain market share in both consumer and enterprise markets. The company's stock has experienced a roller coaster ride, with major jumps in value during the years following the release of the Ryzen series and the growing demand for AMD chips in gaming PCs and consoles. Its performance was further boosted by the increasing need for high-performance processors in cloud computing and data centers. Intel, the giant of the semiconductor world, was founded in 1968 and has long been the dominant player in the processor market. For decades, Intel's chips powered personal computers, data centers, and enterprise systems around the world. However, in recent years, Intel has faced challenges. The company has struggled with delays in its transition to smaller process nodes, giving competitors like AMD the opportunity to catch up. Additionally, Intel's failure to adapt quickly to the growing demand for GPUs in gaming and AI put them at a disadvantage, allowing Nvidia to surge ahead. Intel's stock has faced stagnation, particularly as investors question its ability to remain competitive with the innovations coming from AMD and Nvidia. However, Intel is investing heavily in new technologies, including AI and autonomous driving, in an effort to regain its market leadership. Intel could be a good investment in the current valuation context because its stock is trading at relatively low levels compared to its historical performance, which could present an attractive buying opportunity for long-term investors. Despite recent challenges related to competition from AMD and delays in its manufacturing transition, Intel remains a key leader in the semiconductor industry, with a strong customer base in markets like data centers and cloud computing. Additionally, the company is heavily investing in emerging areas such as artificial intelligence, autonomous driving, and chip manufacturing in the United States, which could provide significant growth in the future. The current valuations, combined with Intel's efforts to regain its technological leadership, could make its stock an interesting option for investors seeking a long-term investment with solid appreciation potential once the company recovers its competitive edge. Now let's take a closer look at the key factors that have influenced the stock movements of these three companies. Nvidia's early and strong focus on GPUs for gaming and AI applications helped the company thrive, particularly as the demand for AI-driven solutions exploded. AMD's recent success is attributed to its breakthrough in processor technology, specifically the Ryzen series, which directly challenged Intel's dominance. Market cycles. As the semiconductor market is highly cyclical, each company's stock reflects these cycles. For example, during periods of heightened demand for gaming or AI-driven technologies, Nvidia stock tends to outperform. Meanwhile, Intel, with its stronghold in the PC market, faces challenges during these shifts if it fails to innovate quickly enough. Management and strategy. The leadership at Nvidia, particularly CEO Jensen Huang, has been instrumental in the company's growth, especially its strategic investments in AI and acquisitions like ARM. AMD's turnaround under Lisa Su is another example of effective leadership in a competitive market. Intel, on the other hand, has struggled with strategic missteps, especially in its failure to respond quickly to changing market demands. Conclusion. In conclusion, the competition between Nvidia, AMD, and Intel is not only about technological superiority but also about their ability to adapt to changing markets. Nvidia continues to dominate in the gaming and AI space, AMD has successfully challenged Intel in the processor market, and Intel is attempting to reinvent itself after years of stagnation. As investors, it's crucial to consider the long-term trends in each of these companies. While Nvidia may continue to lead in AI, AMD's resurgence in processors and Intel's ongoing innovation in other technologies provide exciting opportunities in the semiconductor industry. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe for more insights on the world of finance and tech.